it's recording. There we go. All right, so Sarah, when did you learn to play the violin?
Hey Izzy, I started playing the violin when I was about 5.5, 6. I think I saw someone in my family playing it, or I saw it on TV. And I also liked the idea of strings. I really did like the cello as well. But my dad always was going to ask me if I wanted to play piano because he plays piano. So I was possibly going to be a piano player, but I kept on going, I want to be a string player, I want to be a violinist.
Yeah, right. Cool. Yeah. And were you influenced by someone to learn the violin? I guess you kind of said that.
Well, sort of, yeah. I guess my grandmother did play violin, so my dad's mother played violin.
Yeah.
I guess I may have, I think when I was a kid, I saw her play it.
Yeah.
And so, I just wanted to give that a go.
Yep.
Or I had it in me or something.
In you, something like that.
Yeah.
Probably. What's your favourite thing about playing music?
That's a really good question. It's something I've always been around, so it's been part of the family. It's been in the family, so I hear my mum would put on records when I was a kid. I'd dance around, we'd sing in the car, we'd, just when I had the opportunity to be able to play an instrument, thanks to my wonderful parents for encouraging that and supporting that, I just kept running with it, and I discovered a whole bunch of different genres of music. So I started off classical, loved classical, but I delved into other genres like world music, which I really got drawn to, and I don't know if it's because of my ethnicity. I get confused that way. I think that's a big part of me as well. Music to me just means freedom.
Yeah.
And being able to play an instrument really relaxed can really, get you in touch with your feelings and just, after a hard day at work or something, it's just a way to clear your mind as well.
Yeah.
But it's also a way to train your mind to really do a whole bunch of things and multitask at once. Reading music, playing at the same time, understanding your body, and just the way you can adapt to different surroundings, like performance, dealing with sort of performance anxiety, and it gives you confidence. There's so many things that you can go into.
So what were your parents' backgrounds in learning music?
Well, my dad is a keyboard player. So I guess he played in a lot of bands, sort of function bands. And he plays accordion as well. My mum's brother, Joe Camilleri, from the Black Sorrows, he's been sort of writing music and singing in bands, throughout his entire life. He used to run away from school, and go and see jazz bands play. And really, I don't think he was sort of trained in any way, but it's that thing of it's in you. You have to do it. And you have to do it. And it's you've got all this energy. Put it into music. It's just channeling music in a way that's productive and it's beautiful and makes people smile. To me, if I can, performing wise, if I can make someone smile, whether it's playing a tune on the street, or at a music festival or anywhere, it can change. It can really transform people. It can change people's lives and give them a good day.
Yeah, cool. So when did you begin to start teaching the violin?
Yeah. It was about, say, 18, I think. I was sort of just finishing off my music degree, my Bachelor of Music degree at BCA, and I just got into private teaching. And then once I had my degree, I was able to teach at school, and it was about 10, 11 years ago now. But I always had this thing that, like if there was someone at a party, like a little cousin or something, I'd say, here's my violin, this is the G string. Yeah. I probably would avoid that string. But yeah, you know, and you just, it's this want to be able to pass on something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
So,
So, who do you remember your first student? Who they were?
first student. Wow, this is so long ago. My first student. Gee, I should remember who my first student was. It was probably one of the little cousins in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with teaching, because it's a learning experience from the very start, and you just continue learning how to teach your entire life, because it's about adapting to because everyone's so unique in the way that they learn and think.
Yeah.
You try to find different ways to skin a cat, so to speak. So it's being able to adapt to that, still keep things really engaged and energetic, and just feel like a student takes away something that they're inspired by in each session or lesson. Yeah.
So what ages at the beginning, what kind of ages were you teaching?
They were mainly sort of junior sort of strings.
Yeah.
I guess. The first school I used to teach at was MacKillop College.
Yeah.
And so they were primary school students, but then they went all the way up actually. So I've always been from primary school to year 12 really. So yeah, that's pretty much the age gap.
And did you find anything different about the way that the older kids learnt from the younger kids, like in the style that they learnt and what you needed to do with them?
Yeah, totally. Well, a lot of it's psychological as well, because different developmental stages, and you know, you have to sort of treat everything the way that your approach to each individual within a framework that you sort of understand. So for an older student, you wouldn't, you know, talk to them like we're going to do this. Keeping it all happy the entire time. But it's the older ones, you sort of you want to still kind of it's a weird way to say it, but still be cool.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Like not to don't baby them, even though they're playing something that might be really beginner.
Yeah. Right.
So keep it in a more sort of focused way of, okay, this is education, and now do you feel comfortable being able to, you know, stretch your fourth finger and keep this relaxed, and you know, just understanding different mechanics. So you strip it down for the little ones, and then more complicated for the older ones.
Yeah, cool, sure. And sort of you've started answering this, but in broader terms, what do you think is the benefit of learning an instrument? For someone, say, who comes and learns, or
totally.
general?
Yeah, well, as I said about sort of opening up your mind to be able to think in different ways and multitasking, that's a big one. I think there was a music therapy session that some of the students from Westbourne went to at the Royal Melbourne Children's Hospital, and they actually said something to do with string players use their brain in a certain way. They were basically saying string players are more smart.
All right.
But they use it in a way because just from the mechanics of it, and I think that there is a lot to do with the reason why parents do support their kids learning music, because it does open up their mind to different things and different ways of thinking, and problem solving is a big one, and it's a skill that you use for life. So whether it be through music, you have to problem solve, so work out where your finger goes in relation to what's on the page, what note is on the page, whether it's doing that, or going out into, you know, the workplace and working out how many containers you need to fill a pallet or something. It's all part of that, you know, that cognitive development and understanding of just brain development and problem solving, and
right, cool.
There's lots of benefits.
Yeah, definitely.
And also creativity. That's the big one. Is just being able to
relax
understand how to relax and play a
Yeah,
beautiful
exactly.
sound. Yeah.
And so, tell me about Strings West.
Okay.
Broad question.
Yeah. So Strings West. I was approached by Laura and your father, Michael Strait, and to sort of provide, I guess, opportunities for young musicians on this side of town,
Yep.
in the West. And it was spurred on by Laura and I joining forces at the Newport Folk Festival and being able to have that opportunity to give our own personal students from either the school that we taught at or privately studio teaching the opportunity to perform for the public and having that platform to do that. And then we realised that there aren't many sort of organisations that really nurture string ensemble playing in this area. So we thought, well, let's change that and give young people the opportunity to be able to play in a larger group, give them the opportunities to play in the broader community with community orchestras, which is fantastic, with joining forces with Newport Bush Orchestra, Newport Strings, and being able to not only learn ensemble skills, but music craft, which is so, in my opinion, I grew up actually playing in Hello Music, which really had this kind of structure in terms of music craft and choir skills, as well as ensemble skills, string ensemble skills.
Yep.
And I think it's just like the winning formula to give someone a really good foundation and background into becoming an amazing musician. So I love the formula that we've sort of, I hate the word formula, but I love the whole structure of being able to give a student an opportunity to have a really rounded musical upbringing.
Yep.
So and then it's grown. I think we've only been going for a couple of years now, but it's grown into sort of a string ensemble and a choir, which is fantastic. And Laura's sort of taking over the choir really well, and it's really, I can see even the string players that get to sing in the choir, you can just see such a big improvement because they're understanding pitch, and being able to sing is such an exposed thing.
Yeah.
It's raw, it's you, and it's quite a challenge for a lot of people. So it's a beautiful thing to really give kids that confidence, not only playing an instrument, but being able to sing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's great fun.
Cool. I've sort of, I don't know, written the same question kind of twice.
That's okay.
So, what are your aspirations for Strings West, and also the children who are a part of it? So, I guess, what do you think they're going to get from it? And also, where do you sort of see it going, I guess?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm quite new to the business side of things. So, very new game for me. But putting that aside, I guess I'm part of something which is quite a big organisation, which is Melbourne Youth Music, which is on the other side of town. And it's a good sort of benchmark in a way to sort of see our group compared to that. Laura and I were thinking that Strings West could be a feeder school for a bigger organisation like that.
Yeah.
However, we don't see ourselves being an audition-based school at the moment.
Oh, and they are?
They are.
Yeah, right.
They are. So I guess that's the difference, and I guess that is quality control.
Yeah.
Over that side of town, and they've been going for over 60 years. But I see us very unique in terms of we're community-based. We like to know the parents and get to know the kids in a way that feels really just nurturing and supportive. It's like one big family. You come to Strings West on a Saturday, everyone is having fun. the parents are getting involved. The parents sometimes stay and listen at the end of just a rehearsal. If the kids have played, to just finished playing one of the pieces that they've been working on, like you'll hear the parents clapping and screaming, "Wah!" and it's just a beautiful vibe. And I also, like, my big thing that I really want kids to get out of Strings West is no performance anxiety at all. I want to rid the world of that, because it's something that really is it can hold people back in so many different ways. Even like talking to a camera, like being able to have the confidence to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's a skill, I think, that it's vital for people to have if they can overcome it, because it's quite a personal thing. And we've had students that seem like they've got that, and I just want them to be able to smile and enjoy music rather than be scared of it because of anything that they're feeling at the time. But actually, it's normal to be nervous. You're allowed to be nervous.
Yeah.
But it's channeling it in a way that's positive and not holding them back from achieving their musical goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's basically all I've got, really.
Nice.
Trying to think of anything else I need to add. So the teachers that you've got teaching at Strings West, how did that sort of come about? How did you get them on board? Because I presume originally it was just you and Laura, and then you found other people.
Yeah, sure. So, Silas is another big part of it, which is awesome, and he does all the sort of accompanying where he can when he's not off touring. And he also was one of the mentors as well, so he'll sometimes come in and mentor, or he'll guest conduct if I can't make it. And also we've got Paul and Jeremy on violins as our mentors, and we got them from Kindred, or we got Jeremy from Kindred, and Laura found them. Laura finds everyone. She's amazing. And then she found Kimberly Chan, who I know quite well because she was an ex-student from the school I teach at. So we've got a beautiful team of mentors. And I guess what we want to do, actually, to add to where we want Strings West to go, it's to train up. And Alana, of course, she's amazing on sight singing. So that's from the Mark O'Leary School.
Yeah.
And Ali, our new choir helper, with Laura. So Laura's found everyone basically.
Yeah.
But we want them to understand our culture of what we're trying to make come together to. I guess that's where all our sort of talking about what our culture is. In the business is, and then being able to pass that on, document it all, pass it on to those guys who really feel, well, to us, I assume Laura as well, they feel part of the culture, and being able to pretty much take out or branch out and do what we're doing at Newport Lakes.
Gardens. I know, I never know what it is. Like when I was telling Laura I was going to come up, I was like, Dad, which one is it? Newport Lakes, Newport Gardens. And it's changed names, like it was Hobson's Choice or Bay or something.
Oh, God.
I don't know,
Yeah.
50 different names. God.
True. But yes, So
that place.
So what we do in Newport, hopefully we'll branch out and get our own mentors, homegrown mentors, out into the world and branching off and doing other strings east or strings west somewhere else. So branching out, but still keeping the culture of what we're all on about, which is, educate, encourage, inspire, and create a sort of community sort of culture.
Yeah.
So I guess it's all about having them on board. And I think something that we do that's really awesome is we debrief after each week, and that really gives us an indication of how they're going, what worked that day, what didn't work, what we could improve on. So they feel part of it as well. So it doesn't feel like it's just two
Telling them what to
dictators.
do.
Yeah. So it's great. We're so open to ideas. So
Yep.
and we're in our baby stages, and so we just
Keep
on.
learning.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right. Well, that's about it.
Thanks, Isabel.
Hopefully,